behold, the miracle of life. These desert woods that will one day flourish into a full-fledged forest, restoring Sandrock to its former glory and greenness.
Looked bigger in the photo.
Well, yes, this has only been the first step.
I mean, this is, what, a tenth of a league?
Roughly that, yes.
And it took you how long to reach this point? That's right. The major development was in the technological department. Now you're terraforming soil out here? I'll admit I'm not as well read on the subject as perhaps I should be. If I'm being honest, I'm more interested in the logistical benefits the road would provide to my business. I'm afraid I can't really speak to my enthusiasm for such a project at this time. I'll have to come back and take a look for myself. Speak with some of my people back in Atara. Get a better picture of what all this biocrust stuff is really about before I can make an informed decision on how to feel about it.
Of course, of course. You should also meet with our horticulture expert, Zeke. I'm sure he can answer any of the more scientific questions you might have.
Well, furthermore, Trudy, I'm iffy on a few other things too. I don't go in on a project unless I'm 100% on it. Gale, I'm 100% on. In Portia, they're putting their own money up for their end of the project. You lot, well, everyone's heard the rumors. Sandrock's on the decline. And not everyone's convinced desert greenification is possible either. Heard from the council they have trigger bills written, ready to classify dispersed Sandrock citizens as economic migrants. Yeah, you've got yourself a hotshot new builder, and I'm a fan of your architect's work as well. But without good citizens behind the scenes holding everything down, I tend to agree with the naysayers. I need to see that your people are going to stick it out, even if things get hard. Anyway, do you have anything else for me to see?
Yes. This way, please. And last stop on the tour, that there is our super reinforced water tower.
I take it you had a hand in this as well? Starting to notice a pattern here.
Furthermore, it is completely and utterly 100% bandit-proof.
Right. I'd planned to bring that up as well.
Rest assured, sir, there's really only one bandit out there giving us trouble, and it's only a matter of time before he's been brought to justice. Besides that, there's really only so much one man can do. We've always built back faster than he can hurt us. Isn't that right, Builder?
Best not to underestimate the power of the individual.
Of course. We're not taking things lightly at all. How about a quick pit stop over at the Blue Moon before we meet Heidi? You must be famished after such a long journey. And our little walk.
The Ataran Express dining car happens to offer my favorite breakfast this side of the continent. But they didn't have Yakima milk. For the most part, however, I will say I do like what I've seen so far.
Hey there, Mr. Musa. Glad you could stop in. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to extend a big Sandrock welcome.
Thank you.
All right, boys, hit it.
This one that I definitely didn't write today is called Why Not Just Give Us All Your Money? 1, 2, 3, and
Can't help but get the feeling you lot are trying to butter me up.
Yes, well, it's just that we care so much about our town.
You didn't run the lyrics past me. This is a song about greed.
Easy, partner. Rich guy's watching.
Overcoming greed is one of the core tenets of my Church of the Light beliefs. You made me play a song about it. I ain't playing this.
You ain't.
Need some help here? Oh my!
Give me that.
Go, firefighting sequence. Oh, let's go,
I'm not robot!
Told you it was no good.
You want us through, Churchy? We've got a code 812 in progress. Over.
Do this!
Baby?
What does this button do?
Burgess, no!
Ah! Too much light!
Let's never fight again.
I love you, pal.
You all are maniacs.
We.
I'm really terribly sorry, sir. This almost never happens.
Look, the first rule of business is to invest in people. That's what I came here to check out. I'm glad I got to see this side of you all. Saved myself a pretty penny.
Wait. You mean?
I respect the fact that you all have lasted this long, but I can see that y'all are prone to disaster. I see now why people are leaving this town. No matter what short-term success you might have, I just don't see a future. I'm sorry. And look, despite all this, I can still help. I can move you all out to the northern Eufaula, where the Alliance is setting up new settlements with their North Development Plan. They have water up there, unexplored ruins, and grazing grass. I can get you jobs there, safe jobs where you can't possibly harm anybody. Or yourselves. Help you get your lives back on the right track. The thought of you folk holding down my central hub? Nah, just not worth the risk. Huh? None of you are excited about that? None of you at all? You have an opportunity right now to move to a place where you're not always fighting an uphill battle. At my expense. Sandrock's end. It's gonna happen, with or without my help. So I suggest you all think on my offer. Hey, old-timer, what about you? It can't possibly be safe for you to be living here. Come with me, we'll set you up with a nice place by the water.
Me? Oh, a kind and generous offer. Your reputation is well deserved. But no, I'm afraid I won't be joining you.
Man, what is it with you people out in this desert? Life doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to struggle and scrape by your entire lives. Yeah, I get that this is your home, but you can have a better home somewhere else.
It's more than that. If I may, Mr. Musa. Some time ago, there was a school a ways down the road. Sandrock was a livelier place then. When all the trees were cut down, the sandstorms got worse. We didn't notice it at first, but the children were on their way home from school when it struck. An amber claw. The storm reached greedily over us. The skies went black. Martel and I went out looking for them, but Mia, Tang, and Akio, they did not return. They'd have been a bit older than yourself now. We made a promise then. A promise that would save this land. For ourselves, for the people of the desert, for the children, those that will be, and those gone, lest their sacrifice be in vain. For a time, I thought I would have to break that promise. But my son, he never gave up hope. And now, with more help from inspired young folk like Trudy, Heidi, the Builder, their discoveries, I believe we have a new hope. I believe in these people. I believe in Sandrock.
I believe in Sandrock.
I believe in Sandrock. Even more now.
Sheesh.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Musa? Will you give us a chance?
Sounds like nothing I say will change your minds. Sure as heck doesn't look like you're going anywhere either. Alright, fine. We'll do things the hard way. I might have judged you all a bit rashly. I'll observe Sandrock for a while longer. One more chance. But I need to see significantly more inspiring behavior.
Oh, that's all I could ask for.